About 10 months ago, I made a video ranking every single modded character that I had played. But since that video, I've played almost 20 new custom characters, which is why I'm going to be putting them into a tier list. So the first modded character on the list is going to be the playable Cyclops. Alright, so the Cyclops is one of my favorite modded characters because he has a ton of different abilities. My favorite, as you can see from the little picture, is the laser beam attack, which does a ton of damage and hits enemies a ton of times. And the Cyclops also transforms into the undead Cyclops as the same character. So yeah, you get all the undead Cyclops abilities with the regular Cyclops. So yeah, he's really versatile, has a ton of abilities. I'm putting him in the S tier. The next character is the Phoenix Knight. So this guy has some pretty cool fire magic. My favorite part about him is probably his heavy attack, which just launches enemies into the air with one big explosion. But yeah, overall nothing crazy about this guy. I'm gonna put him in B tier. The next character we have is the Battle Knight, which as you can see looks like Rami reincarnated into a knight. This guy has some pretty unique magic, as his heavy magic combines two abilities, and he also has a pretty cool wind attack, so I'm gonna put him in B tier in front of the Phoenix Knight. The next character of the list is the Ice Cream Knight. Now this guy has some pretty basic magic. I remember one of his attacks, I can't remember if it was light or heavy magic, sends a flying pink knight that freezes enemies. His magic pretty much combines the pink knight's magic with one of the ice characters, so nothing crazy. I'm gonna put him in C tier. Now we have the Clone Knight. Now this guy has some pretty cool clone magic, but it's just a reskin of the Pink Knight. Yeah, he's also going to be in C tier right behind the Ice Cream Knight. Alright, the next character is the Dark Knight. Now this guy has mechanical magic, as he throws a bear trap and a mechanical ball with spikes on it. So yeah, nothing crazy about this guy, so I'm going to put him in C tier as well. Now we got the Forest Knight. This guy's abilities consist of throwing a flaming apple and also throwing a cluster of acorns. So I'd say a step up from the C tier guys, but overall nothing crazy. But I do like the fact that the Forest Knight actually has fire as part of his magic, so yeah, I'm gonna put him in the B tier. Next character on the list is the Scarecrow. He has some pretty cool abilities like summoning cornfields and throwing detonatable pumpkins, and the reason I like this guy is because he has some pretty different magic than everybody else we've talked about, besides the Cyclops of course, so I'm gonna slip him into the A tier. So yeah, first A tier of the day. And now we have the Witch. The Witch throws potions and has a cauldron of like poison, I don't know what it is, that is summoned and drops green liquid on enemies. Now this guy has some really creative magic, and I just feel like the concept of the Witch was done really well with this character, so I'm gonna also put him in A tier. Now we have the Butcher. This is probably the most gruesome character I've ever seen, since his heavy magic consists of grinding up peasants and shooting them at enemies, and he also has a pretty cool cleaver attack. So yeah, just like the other two characters from this mod, I'm gonna put him into A tier. Here we go, now we have the Zombie. This guy's magic consists of summoning other zombies that blow up when they hit enemies. Now I know this isn't anything crazy, but I just love this guy. It's really satisfying to play with him, since the zombies pretty much just go kamikaze and track down enemies. So I'm gonna put him at the start of A tier. I'm tempted to put him in S tier, but he's just nowhere as cool as the Cyclops, so I'm leaving him in A tier for now. And also, before the video continues, I'm trying to hit 40,000 subscribers by the end of the summer, so if you're enjoying this video and you're not already, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. Alright, the next guy is the Pumpkin Knight, and his magic consists of a flaming tornado and throwable pumpkins. So nothing crazy. I mean, the tornado is pretty satisfying to use since it sets enemies on fire, but the pumpkins are pretty much just reskinned bombs, so I'm gonna leave him at the end of B tier. Next we have the Evil Wizard. Now the only custom magic about this character is his heavy magic, which is pretty sick since he pretty much just spins around the screen and chops up all the enemies. Now I did a video where I beat the game with this guy, and I just remember spamming that heavy magic all day long. So yeah, the heavy magic alone carries this character, but he doesn't really have anything besides that, so I'm forced to leave him at the front of B tier. The next character is the True Alien. Now this guy has 1 HP, or actually technically 2 HP, because of certain parts of Castle Crashers that require you to lose 1 HP. So besides him having 2 HP, the only different thing about this guy is his weapon. His weapon pretty much takes away all your strength, but gives an absurd amount of magic. So yeah, when you use the True Alien, you're pretty much forced to only use magic, which I think is a cool concept since the aliens pretty much only use their guns anyways. But since nothing really changed about this guy besides his stats and his health, I'm gonna put him in C tier. Alright, the next character is the Ao Oni. Now this is definitely the creepiest character on the list, and the creepiest character ever made, but this guy's pretty cool since all you do is just walk at enemies and it just kind of kills them. I do feel like he's cooler than the aliens, so I'm gonna put him in the C tier right in front of the alien. Alright, so now we got the Undead Cultist. Now this guy has the first tracking attack besides the zombie that I've seen in modded Castle Crashers. So yeah, he's definitely getting some extra points for that. And also he has a pretty cool tornado. So yeah, with that said, I'll put him in front of the Butcher actually. So yeah, he's gonna go in A tier. Now the last characters we have are the 3 Mechanical Knights. So let's start out with the Royal Fencer bot. Now this guy has a pretty cool heavy attack as he stabs enemies, but his light attack is bombs, so yeah, nothing crazy about this guy. Now I am gonna mention that all of these like royal bots have their own custom weapons, and they also have really sick designs, so that's definitely gonna bump them up a little bit. But overall, this guy is nothing crazy. I mean, he has a great design, a great weapon, decent magic. I'm gonna put him at the top of B tier. Alright, now we got the Royal Industrialist bot. Now this guy's a pretty cool jumping projectile attack, which I'm pretty sure the Fencer might also have. At least that's what I saw from one of the comments in the video. But anyways, yeah, this guy's pretty cool. Nothing insane about him. I'm definitely gonna put him lower than the Fencer because I think he has one less custom magic. But yeah, overall, pretty cool character. You know what? I'll put him in front of the Forest Knight. There we go. Now the last character on the list is the Royal Brute bot. Now this guy has some pretty cool barbed wire magic and also throws some barbed acorns. So yeah, I'd say a step up from the other royal bots. And to be honest, I actually really like this guy and I thought he had some pretty creative magic. So I'm gonna put him at the end of A tier. And there we go, that is every character on the list. And also, if you guys want to see me rank a bunch of other modded characters, I think you'll probably enjoy the video shown on the screen. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next one.